Our next guest is a legend and an icon of the sport. His amazing career highlights have come in both Pride and the UFC, and this past weekend he competed in the main event of Bellator NYC. He is none other than the axe murderer himself, Wanderlei Silva, and he joins us straight from Brazil. Wanderlei, welcome back to Submission Radio. How are you today?
Very good. I want to say hello to all of my friends who can listen right now.
Yeah, and you have a lot of friends, Wanderlei. You know, you're loved all around the world. Let's talk about, Saturday night, because there was a big comeback for you. People haven't seen you fight for a really long time, and it was 4 years away from the cage for you. So tell us, what did it feel like when you were backstage in the Bellator dressing room preparing for the fight? And did anything feel different for you when you were getting your hands wrapped? What was the moment like for you before you walked out to fight again?
I feel incredible because this time out before it be a very hard time for me, and my dream is back to fight. And in this night, I make my dream come true.
Right. You mentioned it was a hard time for you. What was it specifically that was hard about it, Wanderlei?
Yeah, because I stopped to fight because I have some problems now with the old organization, but after I finished that problem, the biggest events in the world contact me and give me the opportunity to fight in a great card, in a great event. Just be one amazing night for me.
You spoke about how you had to go through all those problems. At any point while you were away from fighting, were you worried that you may never fight again, or were you worried about how much time it was taking to get through those problems and get to a point where you could fight again?
No, I think the solution gonna be just the time, and my old boss be a really good guy because he may let me go, man, and just be a great attitude for him. And I have my problems with him because when two lions be together, it's tough because the lion's gonna fight. But I respect him a lot. He's a great promoter. He gave me the opportunity to fight in great events, and I'm so thankful for him.
That's good. That's fantastic. It's great to see that you and Dana White are on good terms. So then you get the official booking that you and Chael Sonnen are going to fight. What was it like in terms of the preparation for this fight, Wanderlei? You know, you were away for so long. What was it like getting back in the gym and preparing your body again to fight?
Yeah, just be a hard time for me. I learned a lot, because I train with a lot of young fighters, and I put the martial arts in my life again, and I'm so happy to back to training to make the class like a regular student, and I learn a lot. I feel really good to that they can back to fight.
Well, you say you learn a lot. What was the biggest thing that you learned? And was training different compared to when you were in Pride and the UFC? Did you have to completely change your training to how you trained back in the day in shoot box?
No, the training is hard like that, but I train more safely, because I can't have injury to that fight. This fight is so important, I'm gonna make it the main event. It's a lot of responsibility. And I'm so happy because the coach is doing a great class. I have a great partners, and I make a really good camp.
You've obviously fought in the biggest organizations in the world, Pride, UFC. Talk to us about what it felt like when you were making your entrance for Bellator in New York and fans were cheering for you. Did it kind of remind you a little bit of the Pride days when you were making your entrance?
Yeah, we a lot of emotion because the arena is the biggest arena. Is the most famous arena in the world, and the arena is packed. Like the guys make sold out, and I know a lot of millions and millions of people watching around the world, and I'm feel so happy to be part of this card, and be part of this day.
And obviously fans are looking forward to this event for such a long time, and seeing you and Chael get in the cage, it was, you know, when you and Chael were looking at each other in the cage and the referee was in between you, it reminded us of your Pride stare downs. The fight didn't go your way, but what exactly was the game plan? How did you see yourself beating Chael when you stepped in the cage? What was the plan?
My plan is to catch him exactly when he gonna try to take me down. But my plan no working very well because he's fast. He doing his game plan very well. I need to say he prepared himself very well to this fight, and that night be his night.
Obviously, people know the big rivalry you and Chael had all the way from the UFC down to Bellator. Did emotions play any part during your performance against Chael? Did you feel any emotion against him when you were fighting him, or was it just like any other fight for you?
No, this fight will be totally different because I know he's a tough fighter, and I'm having a lot of revival, no. But this make me no make me no do nothing bad. No, this is I put that in the good way.
So during the fight, were you sort of able to use your emotions in a positive way? Did you feel anything during the fight?
Man, the truth, in the finish, I feel sad, mad, because I wanted to make a really good fight, not just to take the guy down and hold. No, I like to make it like a battles. I like to make great fights. And that night he played the game 2-1, and he won. But I like to fight different. No, I like to fight with more emotion.
And you had some good moments in the fight where you did land on Chael and hurt him multiple times. What did you think when you saw that? And how close do you think you got to actually stopping him in those moments?
I feel so good because I have a great moment in my life, the best moments. And I like to prove myself. I like to test myself. And this night will be one more great test.
What was going through your mind when you saw he was hurt? I mean, after all the history between you two, after all the things that he said about Brazil, were you able to enjoy that moment during the fight when you saw him go down and you were punching him essentially?
It's true. I give it the knockdown on him, and I'm going to give it the punch. He take off his head away, so close, so close. So when I hit that punch, gonna be the finish. And the truth, I feel good. I think the best moment in the fight will be my moment. I'd be more closer to win the fight than him.
There was the moment at the end of the fight when you were walking out of the cage, you sort of pushed his shoulder a little bit, gave him a little bit of a shove. What were you thinking when you did that? What was going through your mind when you were sort of did that when Chael was doing his post-fight speech?
I wanted to make him 2 more rounds. I wanted to make the fighting back. I feel sad with me. I feel sad to my game plan not working. And, man, I just want to have the rematch. I'm going to train a lot, and I'm going to prove I can beat him.
So that's what you want now. You want the rematch with him next. Is that correct?
I don't know if it's going to be the next, but one day.
I mean, it was the first time that you fought in a really long time. Apart from the fact that your training went well, did it feel like you had a bit of cage rust when you went in there? Did you feel like those 4 years kind of gave you a bit of cage rust and you couldn't perform the same as you did before because of that time off?
The truth, so I start to feel the fight. I make me like a little bit in trouble, but after the first round, I feel good, and I think in the next fight it's gonna be better.
Did you see Chael Sonnen afterwards backstage? Were you able to say anything to him?
No.
I'm wondering where does it stand with you and Chael now? Because this obviously you want the rematch, but you gave him a lot of credit just before. Did you gain any respect for him now that the two of you have shared the cage and fought together?
No, I think he needed all the respect because he won the fight. He won the fight on decision, on points, and 1-0. I need to try to make 1-1. No, next I'm gonna win for sure.
Did you get a chance to speak to Scott Coker after your fight? And if so, what did you speak to him about?
No, I don't talk to him yet, and I'm gonna wait to check what's his plan for me.
We weren't able to see you at the post-fight press conference, Wanderlei. I'm just curious, why was that? Was it your choice, or did Bellator not want you to be near Chael?
No, this be my choice because after I lost, no, I don't have enough to say. Tonight be his night. I need to enjoy.
I want to ask you, Wanderlei, because another legend from Pride fought on the card, Fedor, had a fight with Matt Mitrione, and he ended up losing. Did you get a chance to watch Fedor's fight?
Yeah.
What was that like? Because we imagine watching his fight beforehand. Did it affect you at all? Seeing him lose like that, another legend from Pride like yourself?
No, this thing can happen with everybody. No, Jesus, punch in the face in the first 3 minutes can happen that for sure. It was an accident.
Chael Sonnen obviously called out Fedor as his next fight. Are you a fan of seeing Chael Sonnen fight Fedor next?
I think yes. I think it can be a great match.
If that fight did happen, if Chael Sonnen did fight Fedor, who do you think would win that fight?
I think he have a lot of chance. I think it can be a really good fight.
In terms of yourself, Wanderlei, what do you think is next for you? How soon do you want to come back and fight again? After this fight, it seemed like you mentioned you were sort of ready to fight again after the first round and you wanted another couple of rounds. Will you take another break, or do you think you'll come back to fighting again soon?
I think we're gonna back soon. I don't have any injuries, and I feel good. I feel happy. That is the best thing can I have. And I wanted to make a good fights, classic fights. I wanted to make fights and everybody stopping to watch, to make the attention, to the new guys, and we to try to put the MMA on the top again.
I know you obviously you didn't win the fight, but would you say this is the happiest you've been in a long time because you're doing sort of what you love? Because you mentioned that on that night, in a lot of ways, your dreams came true.
Yeah, because I have a lot of battles, mental battles. I training a lot to this fight, and when I be in the cage, I feel great because I know this moment is gonna back. I know I can do it again, and this day I doing again.
Well, it's very exciting to hear, Wanderlei, and I'm sure fans around the world are very excited to hear that you're happy and you're in this great place in your life. There's a lot of great fighters in Bellator that you could possibly fight next. Are there any names that stand out to you? Is there anybody that you'd like to fight next that you've seen in the company that interests you in a fun fight?
I think we have a lot of good names. Bellator doing good to give the opportunity to everybody fight, to the biggest names fights, and I wanted to try to push the MMA to the top and make more fans and make MMA great again.
Do you have any interest in going for the title? I know Ryan Bader is the light heavyweight champion in Bellator. Do you have any interest in fighting for the title, or are you more interested in sort of big fun fights that fans can enjoy?
Now I am an artist. I make presentations of martial arts, and I wanted to make a big classics, big fights. No, I wanted to make a great fights, and I know. And when Bellator put one striker against me, I'm gonna make a great show.
For sure. And now that you've gotten a taste of getting back in the cage again, do you know how much longer you'd like to fight for again? Because it sounds like having this fight is sort of lit a fire under you again, Wanderlei. How much longer would you like to fight again for?
Now I make one fight each time, and I don't know. I'm gonna take the time and just to go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, he's back. He's fighting again. Wanderlei Silva. Do you have any messages for your fans, the fans that are watching right now? They might have seen you fight over the weekend, or they might be excited to see you back in the game. What's your message to your fans? What can they look out for in the future?
I think the guys can look into, because I'm gonna try to make a great shows. I wanna say thanks for everybody can give support for me on the social media, on my Instagram, my Facebook page, Wanderlei Silva, my Instagram at OneFC, and man, I feel good. I look at everybody is stopping to watch the fight. Bellator tell me the guys have the biggest night ever in the event. The numbers going very high, and I'm so happy to help to make the MMA great again.
Well, there he is, guys. Wanderlei Silva, he's officially back. His Twitter, don't forget to follow him at WandFC, and his Facebook, Wanderlei Silva Official. Wanderlei, we really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, especially so soon after the fight. It's great to see you back, and we wish you the very best. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the space, and I'm here anytime.